Hi everyone, Alex here. In this video, I'd like to talk about some tips and tricks for your creative process. Let's start. Now let's first get a maker pen. Look at the panel and click Create. If you don't see the palette, just click Close and open the palette, okay? First, there are two handles here. You can put the palette anywhere you want. Let's talk about ink first. We need to be very careful not to use too much ink because it only has very limited ink for us to create, okay? If you remember, I use a cylinder to create the tree trunk. As an example, if we use tube, which is more organic, it looks more like a tree, right? But why I didn't use tube and use cylinder instead? Because tube is really expensive for ink. For example, it's 7153 at the moment. If we use tube and it increase 0.02, right? And if we do that again, it increase 0.03. How about tube? It increased only 0.01, and do again. It didn't increase at all. So the reality is cube, sphere, cylinder, wedge, pyramid, they are really ink efficient. So if you do not have much ink left, try not to use tube or ribbon. However, if you do have enough space, you can experiment with tube and ribbon for sure. Okay, that's about ink. Let's done editing, click those. Okay, next let's talk about settings. All right. For example, tube ribbon size. Now it's 8 centimeters. So if we use tube, it is 8 centimeters. If we change the setting, for example, to 1 centimeter, you'll see the tip is really small now. So this changes the tip of this tube and ribbon, okay? And another setting is, for example, uniform shapes. If we do not click it and we go to sphere, choose the color green. If we draw, we can create a leaf. It is not a perfect sphere. However, if we use uniform shapes, then you will just create a perfect, always a perfect sphere, okay? That's it. And you can experiment with other settings by yourself. Now that's about settings. Let's done editing and delete these. Lastly, I want to talk about snap and align. It's two buttons at the top right corner of this panel, okay? If we use, say, cube, and if we draw a cube, change color, and if we move it, you can always see a grid outside the cube, and the cube is aligned, attached to a grid. If we unclick snap, and if we move it again, you can easily move it in any angle. So actually, that's the reason if you want precision, always keep snap on, okay? It can make it really precise. About align, what's align? There is a surface here. If we create another cube, if we leave align on and put it here, you can see the cube attaches to the another cube or the surface below, right? However, if we unclick align, this time it can easily go through the surface, so it won't have this nice align effect. Try again. It will align the surface very well. Okay, that's how you use align. Normally, I always leave align and snap on, but you can unclick it, achieve other effects too. Okay, that's ink, settings, snap, and align. Now it's your time to create some really fun objects. Can't wait to see what you create. Have fun!